We put this on our website here, I don't know, it's been, last week, somewhere around there?
Yeah, last week. What movie messed you up?
As a kid?
Maybe you saw it, you were too young, and then it just stayed in your head the rest of your life.
You know, I'm going to have to go, and I've always told you guys this, but Exorcist The Exorcist was the one for me.
We were little kids when that came out. And Jaws. Now, every time I swim in an ocean, I believe there's a shark just waiting to eat me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it must have been about 7 or 8 when that came out.
Now, we got a good response from people on the website at KEYW.com.
Yeah. Marcy writes in, she says, It, or The Ice Cream Man. Jaws. X-Files, really?
What, the X-Files? Well, people are frightened.
A lot of people are saying Stephen King's It.
Yeah, that was a scary movie, and even a better book. Yeah.
Poltergeist.
That was a
lot
creepy
of
one.
people got Poltergeist down. I was old enough by then that messed me up. Pet Cemetery, I agree.
Well, you know, here's the thing with Pet Cemetery is there's nothing worse than a little kid with a scalpel. Mm-hmm. You know, cutting your ankles. There's nothing worse.
That's a doll. Not even a little kid.
No, it was Gage. It was a little kid. Yeah.
Gage.
Yeah.
Doll. I said Chucky.
That's the little doll right there.
Children
Chucky.
of the Corn.
Oh, see, that was a good one, too.
Malachi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. That was scary in the day.
That was kind of right on the verge then when I was,
yeah,
the teen.
Let's see what else. Friday the 13th, Part 2. I watched all the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah.
Part 2.
Children of the Corn, still terrified of cornfields, she says. The Twilight Zone. Now, I grew up watching the old school Twilight Zone my
and I
whole
do
life.
that every single January when they have the marathon. Love them.
What was the guy's name? Alfred Hitchcock. All his movies come on Saturday mornings or whatever. Watch that. The Exorcist and Chucky. A lot of people agree there. Something Wicked This Way Comes.
That is a freaky movie. Yeah, that's a good one, too.
And now a lot of people are going to the movies. Annabelle, the new movie that's out right now in theaters.
Really good, yeah.
Anything with a creepy little doll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
There used to be these shows that would come on late night, and there was this one where it was this little thing, it came to life, and it had a knife, and it was a little doll.
That's Chucky.
No, it wasn't Chucky.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was before Chucky. I was afraid to put my feet down on the ground. Here's someone who's dying to get on the show this morning. Good morning, The Key.
Hellraiser.
Oh, Hellraiser was good too. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, yeah, I remember. I was a big fan of Hellraiser. That was a good one. Pinhead.
Night of the Living Dead. The Birds. Someone put The Birds. It was a freaky movie, and I liked all those weird, scary movies.
You know what show used to freak me out? Doctor Who. And I think we talked about this, last week when we were off the air. But yeah, Doctor Who. I was frightened of it. Couldn't watch not even 1 second of it. Doctor.
Barry Long wrote in. Bambi. They shot Bambi's mom. That messed me up. I cried at the theater when they shot Bambi's mom.
Someone wrote that, really?
Yeah. Barry Long. Barry.
Oh, Barry?
Yeah, Bear.
Okay. All right.
Donna writes in, it's a toss-up between Jaws and Psycho. How about David Husted writes in and says, the original creature from the Black Lagoon. Those were always scary. Anything in a lagoon, underwater, you can't see it.
Yeah, that was so cheesy, though. Those old ones
I know,
so
but when you were
cheesy.
a kid, remember you said what messed you up? You were too young to watch it.
All right.
It was those movies. Here, someone else wants to call in. Good morning, The Key.
How about Puppet Master?
Puppet Master was good, too, yeah. Yeah, that is a good one. All right. We'll add that one to our list.
How about you, Andrew?
I have a story about Puppet Master.
Oh, great.
So my brother, when he was growing up, had this Russian friend, and they were straight from Russia. And there were always things about America they didn't quite understand, or they didn't do things right. Well, one time they're like, we're going to the movies, you want to go? And he's like, sure. So he's 6 years old, okay? He and his 6-year-old friend, they go to the movies. Well, the way they used to do it is they would just show up, and they would let the boy look at the posters and be like, which one do you want to see?
Yeah, right.
Point at a poster and then go into the show.
Okay.
So he comes home. We're like, what movie did you see? It was called Puppet Master.
I was scared to death.
I was like, did you like it? No. No, I didn't.
Kids are seeing puppets. They're like, yeah, there we go, that one. That is too much.
Oh, this is a classic from the Twilight Zone. The one where the guy's on the plane and has that bad feeling, and he looks out the window and there's a demon on the wing.
That was William Shatner, by the way.
Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah, we all remember that
It was a
episode.
spoof, though.
No, that was the original.
There was a Twilight Zone movie by Steven Spielberg that was like a spoof.
Yep.
Right?
Well, it wasn't really a spoof. It was, they were just trying to do a little technology, fast forward kind of thing. It wasn't really a spoof, though. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. William Shatner. Anyway, thanks for all the comments on that. That was just, man, I'll tell you, going back to the day. Exorcist, yeah, top of the list for me. I still can't watch the whole thing, especially by myself. I won't do it. So, anyway.